Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video guide. I hope you're enjoying your Conquest experience so far. I know I've been having some fun already yesterday, so I already done Sector 1 feats guide as well as boss and mini boss. If you're interested in those guides, there'll be a link in the description below to my SWGOH of Life website where you can head over to my Conquest feature there where I've got daily plan, video guides, enemy counters and a lot more. Anything you need really to dominate Conquest. So this one I'll be playing through Sector 2, just showing you some of the team suggestions that I put together that will allow you to get both sector and global feats done, so hopefully reduce the number of battles you will have to do. I'll do a separate video there for mini boss and final boss here in Sector 2, so that one will be out shortly after this video. Alright, let's just roll the footage. First, let's go and review the feats we need to do here in Sector 2. Defeat 50 enemies, raid resistance units, you have to win 14 battles with no attackers, attempt to inflict purge 300 times, so we'll be trying to cheese this as we did in the previous runs of Conquest, and gain foresight 60 times. So probably the one that will need the most effort, I think, is defeating 50 enemies with resistance units. Others are, I think, a little bit more straightforward, especially if you're able to cheese the purge feed, or you can skip the purge feed altogether. It's only 5 key cards. If you do have Rey and Supreme Color Ren, you can skip that altogether. So the first Cheese team, Emperor Palpatine, so it's going to be working a similar way as it did previously in previous round of Conquest. So we're using Palp's leadership here to provide a turn meter train whenever we debuff. And we'll be making use of volatile accelerator data disk, where anytime we deal damage, your guys will be applying damage over times, which are debuff, which will give them basically pretty much unlimited turn meter here, so they'll be able to run circles around it. Padme is a good choice here because of two things. Generally, Padme teams are a bit slow, so probably if I would remod my characters, I might even be able to outrun them, but it was necessary. My short trooper tanked the first few hits. But why Padme is very suitable to try and cheese this is the fact that they can't gain bonus turn meter, so they will not be getting bonus turn meter here from volatile accelerator. So initially the goal here is to get lots of stacks of purge on General Kenobi. You need to get, I think, at least 4, so then with the brother that's in stealth, he can apply buff immunity on Kenobi, and then 5th brother can go ahead, dispel the taunt on Kenobi, and then you can just kind of keep going around, keep using basics or AoE, just keep applying purge on everybody here. So you can see my 5th brother is taking, look, so many turns. It's not even funny, to be honest. And then obviously you have to make use of 2nd sister here, and gosh, whoa. 8th brother, is it 8th brother? So both 8th brother on his special, just this one that I use now that applies buff immunity, that one will consume purge, and as well the special ability, stun ability there from 2nd sister, because remember, once you get up to 6 stacks of purge, you will no longer be able to keep reapplying it. So that's the whole general idea here. Padme there died from damage over times. Now eventually they will get a turn. So definitely when you're in this position, start attacking whoever is closest to take a turn, because they'll die from damage over times anyway. So that's the general idea. I mean, it's by means not the only cheese team out there, just one I tried and it seemed pretty well. I guess it also depends what enemies you're facing and so on. But for now, this worked well. We'll have a look at the end of the battle, just how many times I was able to apply purge in this one. Okay, I think one more hit and Kenobi will go down. There we go. Let's go ahead and have a look how many times I got applied purge. I think in previous rounds of Conquest with Pulp's team, I was doing it around, I think, 80 or so times. So let's see. Let's go ahead and check out the feats. There you go. Got 77 purges applied in a single battle, so it's pretty good using this Pulp's team. Now another team as well, similar like we did last time, was Jedi, with Jedi Master Luke and Watt, going with 5th brother lead, because with his leadership, whenever you use special ability, you'll be applying an additional stack of purge. It's very, very easy and quickly you can land lots of purge on the enemies. I removed all the data disks here because I didn't want to kill the enemies. So if you find this Phoenix team, especially without Sabine, They don't have any AoEs, but it probably wouldn't even matter because they're constantly ability blocked anyway from Efflux, from Jedi Master Luke. So I put tank tech on Luke, so he keeps taunting, and then I put weapon tech on the 8th brother, so he's gaining lots of turns, so he can cleanse off that purge for us very quickly. So you can see, boom, purge is going to spread it very, very quickly. So I brought in this sister, it's not second sister, can't remember. That sister there with a helmet on her, with a spiky helmet. She looks like a witch from this angle. Anyway, she's got a heal, and on her heal she's applying foresight to your guys. And remember, here we do have the foresight feat, so that's why she's useful there. That's why I brought her in, but probably you could also bring in maybe the second night sister, so you get more ways of purging there. More ways of consuming purge with second sister, because this sister, I don't think she really consumes purge. But I just wanted to get the foresight feat done very quickly here, but probably second sister could be a better choice. But anyway, we'll just keep going here. You're gonna time out, that's okay, doesn't matter. At least you save your stamina, so you can go back in again, do this a few times, time out, and you will get, there you go, foresight feat done, and you will get as well purge feat done in a few battles. So let's go ahead and have a look. How many times did I get the purge this time? Okay, I got it 50 times, so not bad as well with this kind of Jedi Master Luke Cheese team. Alright, let's get to the real teams now. Obviously we do have these resistance skills here in Sector 2, and as well the global resistance feat. So obviously if you do have like the Legend Rey, you can just put the Rey and kind of leftovers with her. Because Galactic Legend Rey, she's an attacker, feel free to use attackers all around her. The reason why I brought in Holdo, because she's applying foresight on her basic, then both Pilot and Scavenger Rey, they themselves can apply foresight. 65% chance to gain foresight, didn't gain it there. That's why I brought them in, just for some extra foresight if you need. Otherwise, can be really anybody, because I mentioned before, Galactic Legend Rey, she's an attacker, so you don't need to worry about using non-attackers for the sector here. Feat for non-attackers. We'll do that with the other Rey team and the droids, obviously making sure we don't use attackers, so you can probably knock out this no attacker feat in a single day as you're playing through. Okay, so speaking of the other Rey, the free resistance droids and no attackers, so I'm not going to be bringing in resistance trooper or veteran Han, bringing OG Finn, he's a tank, so hopefully we'll be able to knock this out. Alright, so we got a bunch of Inquisitors here, they get a jump start on us. I found with Inquisitors, if you can take out Grand Inquisitors out quickly, it will make your life easier. Now I removed here the volatile accelerated data disc because I didn't want them dying from damage over times. If I would have volatile accelerator equipped, probably Grand Inquisitor would have been dead there by now, so maybe this was a mistake on my part. I was just worried that they would be dying from damage over times, but at the same time when I tried this team later, even when I had volatile accelerator on, I was able to still take out most of the enemies the good old-fashioned way, with a punch in the face, not from damage over times. So just something to bear in mind whenever we have these feats where you have to do kills with certain characters, that, you know, damage over times and burning and things like that can get in the way from you getting the kills that you need. It looks like the thermal exhaust data disc is nowhere to be found, so you don't have to worry about that if you would be using thermal exhaust like in the past, that they would be dying from thermals. There we go, got a few Rey kills in here, no tanks, and as well global Rey. And of course we have the Reylo feat where you have to use Rey, or Supreme the Caloran, and then the rest of the Reys and colors we have in the game. So whatever you've got, you can go ahead and use. I've been finding a little bit challenging already here in Sector 2 to keep both Kalos alive, right? Because Galactic Legend Rey, she will only protect both Reys with her lifeblood. So probably as Sectors progresses, getting 3-star wins with these Reylo teams will be harder. Even if you would use Supreme Caloran instead of Rey, that could be even worse, because Supreme Caloran can't protect anybody, not even his both Kalos next to him. So definitely, if you do have Galactic Legend Rey, she's your best shot for these Reylo feats. If you're struggling, then you just have to go back to Sector 1, find a weak team, and cheese the Reylo feats over there. Maybe on the Datacron node, you know, so that you can earn some Datacrons along the way. Okay, so another this kind of mishmash here with for the torn apart feat. This is a team, my go-to team for this, because Vet Han is a scoundrel, so there's some synergy between Beskar Mandalorian there, Han and Chewbacca, and then you do need Kylo Ren en masse there for this torn apart feat. Now they both have to survive, but once you have, you know, at least 2 stacks of Amplify Agony and Volatile Accelerator, you're basically one-shotting enemies very easy here with Han and Chewie. They don't even get a turn. One-shotting Maul there, getting rid of Bo. So we stop their healing. Let's see if we can get a stun. Even better, took him out. Kylo there tanking here, no issues. Do you know what? No AoEs. I don't want counterattacks from armor. She's got a lot of stacks of clan loyalty. There we go. Assist from Chewbacca did it. So this is very, very easy way. No matter the sector, with this data, this setup, you can quite easily get this torn apart feat done. Moving on to another global feat here. First order, obviously Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He's an attacker, so you won't be credited for the no attacker feat here. In sector 2, I've been running in a lot of a lot of star killers. I have at least 3 in each sector, first of 2 sectors so far. And while they're not the most challenging to take out, you know, they can be a little bit troublesome. Again, I should have had here Volatile Accelerator equipped, really, to be honest, then I should be able to smash these guys. But I was just trying not to use it so I can get credited for the kills, right, with Kylo and things like that. But as I was playing through the later on sector, I saw that actually Volatile Accelerator didn't really get in the way of getting the kills. Let's see if we can do a big AoE here. There we go. Hang in there, guys. You had to snipe my stars here. All right. Let's go ahead, drop an AoE, and I think that should be the end of Starkiller. There we go. The best way I found to take down Starkiller is just use CLS with Amplify Agony and Volatile Accelerator Disc. I can just burn through those guys very quickly. So we got another first order battle here. Just a little bit different comps depending, obviously, how if you do have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, depends how you are splitting your first order here. So definitely having a tank in there. I don't really use Kylo Ren and Mask with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren just because you need him for that torn apart feat and for the Reylo feats. So that's 4 battles he needs to do out of the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren squad. And yeah, when it comes to stamina, you know, the rule of thumb is you shouldn't do more than 4 battles per day with a character, unless obviously you won't use them for a couple of days. But if certain key characters with the resistance and first order that we have to use every day, just try to use them no more than 4 times, so you don't run into issues with stamina. I mean, every now and then you can obviously do a little bit more, but just as a rule of thumb, that is. Boom, AoE. So this time I was able to keep everybody alive. Obviously it helped there. I was bringing in a first order stormtrooper for tanking a little bit hits. He was calling some assist. So speaking of the no attackers, because, you know, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Rey are attackers, we have to do some other kind of battles here that don't use attackers. The Jedi here are great with Bastila and Yoda's, because luckily Grandmaster Yoda, his support. So, you know, he'll do the job here very quickly. There we go. Got Master's Training, ripping out Basti. Let's see what Malak will do. Ouch. And this team, of course, because of Yoda, both Yodas there, you get lots of foresight as well. So you can make very quickly progress towards the foresight feat. I think Malak's almost down, so I'll just call Yoda for assist. Okay, so the only real threat here is Darth Revan. So let's see if we can get him out before anything silly happens here. Yeah, let's go after Revan. There we go, basic should do it, and now we just need to clean up these 2 guys. HK, he's being HK, trying to assassinate my Jedi, but he's not hitting as hard as, you know, it would be Sector 5. So Sector 2, Darth Revan is not that scary yet, especially once you got some good data disc equipped. So there we go, great team here with the Jedi for getting foresight and the no attackers feat versus many enemies you will face. Another great team is Shaak Ti and clones. So it can be 5 of first clones, just not 5s obviously. Yeah, it can be 5 of first, just not Arc Trooper because he's an attacker. It can be Bad Batch, but obviously without Omega and without Hunter because they're attackers. So some sort of clone team here with Shaak Ti, especially if you do, like, even if you have not like totally relic up these guys. You know, Shaak Ti is gonna be very fast. She can just give turn to anybody when she gets a turn, and then you can do this. There we go, all those debuffs from Echo's AoE, obviously, combination with Amplify Agony, Volatile Accelerator doing massive damage there, and the Grenadier from Tech applying Foresight. Another no attackers team, one of my favorites, has always been Troopers, because these Troopers, they get a ball rolling. Obviously you can't use Dark Trooper, Death Trooper, they're attackers, but these guys will get the job done, even if the enemy is faster. Remember, Piet will be getting bonus turn meter whenever his allies are hit, and then you can get your turn meter train rolling with buffs. There we go, Choppers down, let's throw out an AoE here, and another AoE, and boom, down they go. So very great team here, because in Sector 2, you know, enemies aren't all that crazy yet, so Troopers should still be able to hang in with them quite easily, even if you don't get a jump start to them. And of course, we also have Padme. Padme as well, lots of Galactic Republic. We have lots of good Galactic Republic teams that are not attackers. Unfortunately, Anakin and Ahsoka, yes, they're attackers, but we got other guys like Grandmaster Yoda again, Shaak Ti. You can obviously bring in tanks and healers, so Burning Kenobi here. Probably not the most ideal team to go up against mirror match because of StatFast Retribution, but I'm like, you know what, let's give it a go, see if we can keep everybody alive. Hopefully, yeah, it's not very clever. They could have taken Yoda out there, but they didn't. We got Foresight, unfortunately, on Kenobi, so just clear it off with a basic. Let's see if we can get a stun. Perfect, almost got him. I'm going to do an AoE here, go in stealth, so they can't take out Yoda. Okay, let's actually take out Ahsoka, because I think her basic can go through Foresight, so let's just get her out, and now we just have to finish off Padme here, get an assist from Yoda, and she died there from damage or times. So definitely like Jedi Bastila, then we got Veers led Imperial Troopers, and Padme Galactic Republic are three staple no attackers teams that you can use anytime. Alright, so that's all in terms of teams I wanted to show you here in Sector 2 that, you know, will be able to get you very nice progress here in Sector 2, as well as some of the global feats. So after playing through all of the Sector 2, this is where I'm at, nearly halfway through the Purge. Now there's definitely some sort of bug here with the Purge, because if you've seen after my second battle I did there, I had 127, then I was just fooling around with some other comps, but I was going up against Inquisitors actually, so I'm not sure exactly what bug is. We had some discussion on Discord. It looks like whenever your guys are earning Purge when attacking out of turn, that counts. I don't know, but then I had, you know, I tried a little bit some things, but I wasn't credited, so not exactly sure what this bug is and how can it be exploited. So definitely be on the lookout. Once we figure out how to do it, I'll mention it in another video. So the only one really I need to come back, as mentioned before, in this sector is the Resistance one. So this is the one that will take the most effort, coming back every day, doing, you know, a couple of battles here with your Resistance. You can knock this out in a few days. Alright guys, hopefully this video was useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or my Discord server. Otherwise, I'll see you in the Sector 2 mini boss and final boss video. Thank you for watching, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.